Hey, how are you? Um, so I'm on this YouTube right now, and your worst nightmare. Look at this. He's live. Look at these. Hell, if I wasn't a human, I could be a Southwest Airlines, and we could just kind of go hi. So it's Saturday. I'm live on YouTube. Do you like the lighting? Is this unbelievable? I got the nice fan in the back and the blinds and my lovely bed, which only I get to see. Um, what are the odds, right? Um, so I'm just improvising, right? This is what's called a very unsophisticated ego trip right now, and I'm testing the waters to do a video. I don't want to say a blog or a vlog or what have you. I'm trying to look straight into the camera. Um, and This is what's called improvising. So I have no idea who's watching this right now. If there's anybody, I could be me in my hand for all I think. Wow. Which, speaking of the devil, anyway, so I have very median lighting here, and my head. Look at this. Hi, I'm Yul Brenner. Don't smoke. Okay. Uncle Fester, if he was Jewish. Hi, nice to meet you. So we're just kind of messing around here. I have no idea who's watching right now. It could. Oh, it's two people. Okay, good, good. So that's double. We're the ratings are being jacked at. So I have the lighting. Okay, we put this up here. Okay, I have a lot of respect now for the pros. So here I am, and I have no idea. Again, this is just completely live. We're gonna do it live. Um, so there's a lot going on in the news, a lot of shit that happened yesterday, and we can talk about that. This is if it flies, and baby, it's gonna fly. It's going to be kind of like media and culture, and I'm going to try to stay away from politics because that's just a cluster. You know what? It's a clusterfuck. I can actually swear. Um, so this is going to be a bona fide kind of a free for all, and it'll be interactive. And now we have three people. Oh my God, we're getting a lot. We got a three. I think one of them is me, for God's sakes. So, do you like the ears, by the way? Yeah, it's me. The only thing I have in common with Obama are the ears, right? So let me just see if I can pin these back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Boy, these things are large. You can go over LAX with these damn things. So if we do a live a lot, this is Andy Rooney. Do you ever wonder why they call it live? When I was on 60 Minutes, I used to talk like this and I sounded like a constipated asshole. But they paid me $1 million a week, which in rough terms is $4 million a month. So why the hell was I doing it? For the money, for God's sakes. Okay, enough of that. Andy Rooney, I think, was he been dead now for what, 10 years? Okay, good guy. My mother liked him. She used to watch 60 Minutes, and it was Mike Wallace and Andy Rooney. They put him at the end. So anyway, if this thing flies, oh, we're up to six now. Oh my God, six. This is roughly the same amount of people that watched Super Train about 40 years ago. Remember that on NBC? That was Fred Silverman. Remember Fred Silverman? Do I have Fred Silverman for $5? Yeah, Fred Silverman was the NBC programming chief who got lampooned because they were paying him like $8 gazillion, right? And he did all these great shows on NBC, except nobody watched the show or shows or anything for that matter. And then NBC became this big powerhouse. So we're now at five. Somebody dropped off. Okay. So anyway, this is basically ad libbing. This is a pilot for a pilot. Um, Steven Spielberg is he's in his Hollywood Hills home and he's watching it. And he said, Rich, I want you to just talk about anything because I have you on my radar. and I'm going to call the authorities if you persist in doing what you're doing right now. He just sent me this thing. It's Close Encounters of the Worst Kind, right? That's a Steven Spielberg mention. So I got 5 people here. I think one of them is me, and I got some traffic guy in the peninsula. I've got Porgy up in Ogden or wherever it is, Ogden, Oregon, not Ogden, Utah, but Ogden, or. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mel Tillis, or is he still alive? Is Mel Tillis even alive? By the way, the great lighting, huh? I'm in my lovely red, kind of orange red chiffon here. Okay, we're back to 5, and so I'm just kind of messing around. I decided a long time ago that I wanted to branch off from the blog, and I'm going to continue to write the blog, hopefully. And but I also want to do a kind of a visual. I kind of like to do a visual. Hello, my name is Alan Arkin, and when I'm not on the set of Glengarry Glen Ross and talking like this, I am looking at a YouTube channel with Rich Lieberman, and he's trying to impression my voice. And I just talk like this because I'm Alan Arkin, and I have no idea why is it Alan Arkin or is it John? I am John Malkovich. Hello, I'm John Malkovich, kind of a thing. Yeah, how are you? I'm John. Or remember that is some wild stuff. That is weird stuff. That is wild. That is pretty wild. Okay, I'm messing around. We're back to 5. Anyway, so boy, did I cover everything there. We had a Yul Brynner impression. We had some hello, I'm John Malkovich and Alan Arkin combined, and I'm even doing a little Jack Nicholson, if you know what I mean, right? Why am I talking like this right now? I have no idea, but it sounds very dignified and everything like that. Who's watching right now? Type your name in the lower part. We'll make it into a crawl. We'll pretend that I'm some foreign correspondent in Ukraine about the what's going on at the war between Russia and Ukraine. And hello, I'm Jack Savage, live from Ukraine, whatever they want. You say potato, I said potato. Let's call the whole thing off. We're talking live from Kiev. I'm standing here and sitting down right now, and there's bombs going off in the background. You can't hear it, but I am here. I'm Jack Savage, and it's quite remarkable that I'm talking like this because I'm not even English. But if I talk like I'm English and say I'm with the BBC and I'm live in Kiev, it gives me more of a dignified presence, and I can talk with no notes and just talk about the bombs going off in Kiev with the sun. With the sun still shining, but it is magnificently cold outside, and I'm spitting, and I have a British accent, which means I can talk about my penis, and it'll still come across as dignified and sophisticated. Anyway, look at this. Hi, I'm Senator Alan Cranston. Okay. So anyway, where are we now? We're down to 4. We were at 6, now we're at 4. But I have not advertised this. I put it up on the blog about 5 minutes ago, and ooh, look at that! Did you see that? Ladies and gentlemen, a quick impression of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade starring Rich Lieberman in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day. You see the floats, they're all up above, and your worst nightmare right here. Look at this. Wouldn't be prudent to do this in front of a family crowd, but I'm trying to talk like George H.W. Bush if he was at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and he were afloat. So here I am. Look at me. Is this a human, or is this something you should call the authorities right here? Hi. Anyway, so that wasn't a bad reference off the top of my head, you know. So what the hell is he doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just talking out loud, and I'm verbally masturbating. I'm just touching myself and talking about anything. Do you like the lighting? Is this elaborate lighting or what? So here I am. Got the Nike logo right here. There we go. Right. Um, hey, look, when you get really lonely and you're sitting in front of a camera talking to nobody, you can kind of like just touch yourself. Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. Rogers. I'm sitting here and doing this because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, so we're here testing the waters about doing a blog, a a YouTube kind of a deal. It looks pretty damn good, huh? I got the background here. I got my bed, which nobody touches except me, and look at me. And I'm just basically, this makes things sound a little bit more professional. I'm basically just talking and looking into the camera. And let's see, is the lighting okay? It's brighter than hell here, but let's do it up, push that up towards the ceiling a little bit more. Okay, see this? Okay, see this? Ladies and gentlemen, do you like bondage? Ah! Okay, so get that out of the way. And where are we at now? Oh, we got four. Okay, so people like I've got a very loyal audience, whoever they are right now, and I'm just kind of we're thinking. Don't you know how I said we're? It's me actually. Um, I got a lot of investors who are looking at the possibility of bankrolling me. Um, and one of them is the guy that used to head FTX. So I got to tell anybody. You know, he's got money on this side. He's going to wire to me because FTX still has lots of money. He's very much interested. Um, so I have so much to say right now. I don't have any notes. Look at this. See this? It's the Wandering Jew. I don't have any notes, and can you tell? And I just came on here literally on a Saturday afternoon because not many people are looking at this right now. And geez, I wonder why. And we're gonna do a blog on. So I guess it's a video. We've been on for like 12 minutes right now, and I've said absolutely nothing. But there's so much to talk about, right? So we can do a combination if you're with me and watching this madman right now. Um, we can do, we're going to talk about the news. We're going to talk about culture. We're going to talk about media. We're going to talk about art. Good heavens, Miss Sakamoto, you're beautiful. Remember that? We'll do a little trivia. Anybody who has access, let me know if you could tell me that last reference where that came from. It was a lyric from a song, and it was I believe 1984, and it was a song. Good heavens, Miss Sakamoto, you're beautiful. Remember that? Does anybody have the audience here? Hey, look, it's the Karen Carpenter audience. There's nobody there. Okay. Reference. So if anybody could tell me, and this is again completely 100% ad lib, no notes, just me and my hands. Good heavens, Miss Sakamoto, you're beautiful. And then if I give you the next hint, you're gonna get it. If you don't already know the song reference, I want the name of the song and who did the song. Oh, what the hell? And if you get it and you email it to me, I will send you something. It could be a coffee cup. It could be some chapstick that I use, not me personally, but that I would recommend. Who do we have on here now? Oh, we have one. We're back down to one. Ooh, did I lose it? She blinded me with silence, silence, silence. Yeah, if you know that, it was a song, and it was done by Who? 1984. So I'll send you something. Oh, now we have two people back. Okay. Okay. So we're live. We're gonna do it live. It's live. Um and eventually down the road, if we even have a road, we're gonna have guests and we'll do it at a much more convenient time, and I'm gonna promote it. I'm just kind of, I'm being a thespian. You know what a thespian is? I'm acting. I'm just doing shtick right now, but it's not going to be always shtick. You're not going to get the wise guy in me, the comedic genius that I am. Um, uh, so we're going to have guests, and we'll talk about the news. We'll talk about. I mean, I don't know how you can make jokes. You can't really about what happened yesterday and all that crazy shit. But we'll try to have some degree of civilization and make sense of what the news is. And I'm still gonna do all my, my critics corner. I'll talk about the media here locally because I am centered in the Bay Area, the land of equal opportunity. So we'll talk about that. We will talk about culture. We'll talk about the news. Um, One good thing about doing this right now is the fact that you see so much of that horrible thing yesterday with the guy that Tyree Nichols, and they're beating him up and all this and that. What the hell got? I mean, has anybody even asked what precipitated that? Was there some deal that we didn't see beforehand? And I'm not making any excuse. These bastards, they need to be, I mean, these cops, who the hell? I mean, by the way, did they know that the freaking cameras were on? And they had other cameras too, but that's another story. You can't make light of that. But, sometimes you got to say to yourself, we got to get away from this madness. This world is going crazy. We've got the pandemic still, although they say it's an endemic because we're beyond the other shit, but we've got that going on. We've got the crazy shootings here in California, which was another one last night in LA. Another, what was it? 3 or 4 people got killed at some party in LA or something. So we have that. We've got the horrible thing out of Memphis, Tennessee, and all that. And that's just, I mean, shit. What do you say about that? You can't make jokes about that. And I'm not going to make a joke about that, obviously, other than to say something smells to high heaven there, right? Boy, this it's like freezing cold here. I feel like I'm in the Letterman studio. I don't know if you guys ever remember David Letterman, and I happened to had a chance to go to his show like 4 times, and my sister knew all the people that put the show on, so I got to go backstage. I get to actually go up into the what do they call it, catacombs of the Ed Sullivan Theater and all that. But when you sat in the audience, David Letterman, the whole show, the Ed Sullivan Theater deal there, you were freezing cold. And the reason why they kept it really, really cold was that they felt, Letterman most pointedly, that the colder you were, that you would be more energized and you'd be more, you wouldn't be there wouldn't be this malaise, and you would be more, you know, prone to clapping and that kind of a thing. So there was a method to his madness about doing all this freezing cold studio thing, and that's, I don't know how did I get in that. Oh yeah, it's cold in here. It's freezing. I have this heater on in the back because I didn't pay my PG&E bill, and they don't. You know, PG&E. Those guys, PG&E pricks grabbing everything. Anyway, um, so it's freezing in here, and we got the little heat in the background here, which I have to be careful because I don't want any. I don't want any turbulence. I don't want any fire, earth, wind, and fire, and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, we got another viewer. Welcome to the Yule Brenner Show. Should I do my joke again about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day? Quick impression of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You ready? I'm trying to be afloat. Okay, enough of that. All right. 2 times, it still sucked. Okay. So I'm basically on here just kind of testing the waters for this video extravaganza that you're watching right now. We're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Did I get my million viewers yet so I can get, about $6 and some tea, iced tea, and all that stuff? So I'm looking over here. We've got the prerequisite lighting. We have the iPhone here for all our breaking news. I've got my camera set up. I've got the background. Do you love the background? Isn't that beautiful? We got the window and the sun. And got the nice bed. My lovely red chiffon outfit and my lovely head. By the way, of all the insecurities that I have, and I do have tons of insecurities, um, I was never, even as a kid, I was never a hair fan. I was always kind of fixated on being. And by the way, who's the guy on CNN? Although he's now on MSNBC. Oh yeah, Ali Velshi. Ali Velshi. Somebody just typed in Ali Velshi. He looks cool, right? And then remember Howie Mandel? Do you remember that? The comedian. I think he hosts a talk show now, or not talk show, the game show, or does he do it anymore? The show with the briefcases. Anyway, Howie Mandel, Ali Velshi, and so other than the ears, look at these things. Southwest Airlines, they can get their PR back if they just chop my ears off, right? Um, so we're just kind of messing around here, and if you have any recommendations, if you would like to also perhaps report me to the authorities. Hi, I'm Rich Lieberman. Remember me right before I went to San Quentin and Corcoran? Um, I'm trying to look like Woody Harrelson, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm just on here basically kind of verbally masturbating and I'm touching myself. And I have no idea. But you know what? If I make it big, who the hell knows? You're watching the early me, and just when I was just kind of screwing around. I'm trying to sound like a combination of Matthew McConaughey, remember him, and Woody Harrelson. I have no idea why I'm talking like this, but it just kind of comes around to me. I have nothing else to do. It's a Saturday afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Walter Cronkite. Why do I sound like I have a stick up my ass? Because I always did, even when I was alive, and I ended it, and Dan Rather took over March of 1981, right after President Reagan was assassinated. Dan Rather, who is now on Twitter touching himself. So we're just doing this. And I know my impressions suck. And a couple of times, I've done some good ones. Like Yul Brynner, don't smoke. Remember those commercials? The Yul Brynner, don't smoke. Okay, so much for that. Anyway, so hooah, hooah, Al Pacino, yeah, a scent of a woman. Um, so I'm just kind of talking. I have no idea again why. I'm John Malkovich. I am John Malkovich. So we're gonna talk about the news. We're gonna talk about culture. I just picked this time, Saturday. We're live. Bill O'Reilly. We're gonna do it live. And the magnificent YouTube people. Can we give them thank you for putting me on. And we're here to entertain you and you only. And okay, so we're back to 3 people. Okay, so I'm just screwing around to see if any of you. And by the way, if you have access to a type or a keyboard, do type in your name and say hi. Go ahead. Okay, to be serious for a moment. We're debating on just how this is going to work. But we're gonna do like a video blog, and like I said, we're gonna talk about culture. not mine, and the news and media and talk about trends. And, if you saw something on CNN or MSNBC or whatever, or YouTube, I'm Ralph. I'm calling from Fremont. And I saw this Jewish guy on YouTube. He was acting like a complete fool. And I'm a truck driver. And I was offended by this mother who was acting like an idiot, some imbecile. And I'm a truck driver. My name is Roy. I'm from Fremont, and I have no idea why I'm talking like this, but I am. I'm outraged. So we'll take comments and we'll do like a back and forth. You can bring up anything, and if I like it, we'll continue on with it. Subject matter. I'm not gonna, I don't want to talk about tiddlywinks. I don't want to talk about conspiracy theories. I'm not into the whole thing with regards to, politics. I'm the only guy, I think. I suddenly politics is just a major turn. What am I going to say? A fucking Trump? Biden's kind of weird. Is he too old? All that shit. That's why people are turned off. They don't want to talk about politics. Newsom is the governor of California. Thanks, Rich. And we thought he was the zookeeper at the Portland Zoo. But everybody's turned off by politics. We're all sick of it. And this guy in New York, talk about, he's a fucking Saturday Night Live, Panada, this fucking George Santos. Is this guy, I'm seriously, you want to know why the American people are fed up with politics? What the fuck is this guy doing? He's like he's not even funny. It's like, how low can you go? I thought I was low. It's your worst nightmare in the middle of the night. God, look at me. Although look at this. God, I'm getting older. I'm getting the Jesus Christ, boy, do I need help. Oh, everybody's gone now. I'm talking to myself, for God's sake. End stream.